We're going to take some of the most famous characters in the world and make naughty teas with them. Something that would be unthinkable. They would never allow you to do that, but I don't need their permission. And I'm going to get away with it legally. Stick around for this one. Welcome to T-Shirt Help Desk.
What is good, guys? Happy New Year. And speaking of New Year, I'm going to tell you about something that happens every New Year that is amazing, and it could really step your T-shirt game up in terms of making some money. All right. Every New Year on the 1st is something called Public Domain Day. All right. That is when old copyrighted books, movies, comic strips, and cartoons from 95 years ago enter the public domain, because copyright lasts for about 95 years. So what does that mean for you? All right. Well, what does that mean for us as people in the T-shirt business? That means that there are characters which are sacred, which you couldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, that are now open to the public. Characters like Popeye, Betty Boop, and guys, Mickey Mouse. That's right. Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain, but not like how you think. Let me show you.
So 95 years ago, when they created things like Popeye and Mickey Mouse and Betty Boop, they had them in cartoons and in comic strips like this. So when they enter the public domain, you have to use them in their original form. This is the original Popeye cartoon, his very first appearance. All right. So you can use Popeye in this form only, not this form. This is modern and still under copyright. This is the first Betty Boop, and she was actually like kind of a human dog hybrid character. It's crazy. And she's not looking that cute, but I did a little something to make her a little bit more appealing. This is the first appearance of Betty Boop, which is now in the public domain. All right, which means it's open to us all. We can use it. I'm going to put links for all of these down in the description box. And this is a big one right here. This is a doozy. This is Mickey Mouse, which got into the public domain last year. And this is something called the Chain Gang. Yep, they put his ass in jail. This is Mickey Mouse on a chain gang, right? And guess what? Look. Yo, Mickey Mouse escapes from jail. He's a criminal. This is crazy. Can you believe it? So we're going to have some fun with that.
So what this means is that if you get stuff from this era, 1929, 1930, all right, all that stuff, you can use that art. But you can't use the names. The names are still trademarked. Betty Boop, Popeye, Mickey Mouse, that's Disney's intellectual property, but the artwork you can use, or so they say.
And guys, just a little FYI, I actually went to ChatGPT, and I had ChatGPT go out and find a whole bunch of stuff for me, not combing through Google images for hours at a time. And no, I said, player, go find me some images, and it did it. It gave me links for images and videos, and I said, let me use this to make some teas. So let me show you how I turned this old cartoon into a t-shirt, right? So what I did was I found the old cartoon from 95 years ago with Betty Boop, and I downloaded it. I'm going to put a link down in the description box. You know, it's okay to download it. It's in the public domain. And I just went and I just got screenshot after screenshot after screenshot until I found something where she was looking a little cute. All right. And you can see right here, she has these long ears. I was not feeling that. So I did find this shot and I cleaned it up, and you can see that the only thing that I changed was I just erased those ears. I actually got the Betty Boop image that I got rid of her ears, and I added the Betty Boop logo, and I asked ChatGPT to make me something called Batty Boop. And guess what it did? We're going to go down here and look what it made. It made this just like that. And then I was like, you know what? Could you put it on top? And bang, it put it on top. So I gave it the information and it did it for me. All right, which brings me to this. Now, guys, if all this AI stuff is intriguing to you, if you really want to learn it, T-Shirt Help Desk has courses that will walk you through it. Everything from ChatGPT, Ideogram, Photoshop, Image Presto, Leonardo, Midjourney, rasterization, you name it, we have you covered. All right. Now, guys, remember, don't worry if AI is going to take your job. Use AI to quit your job. Links in the description. Now let's get back to this video. So we added some color to Batty Boop, and I hope that the Batty Boop is not too close to Betty Boop. I'm kind of playing with trademark right there, but hey, better to ask for permission than forgiveness. But make sure you contact an IP attorney. This is not legal advice. If they come after you, it ain't my fault. So remember, the art is in the public domain. The name is not. So let me show you what I did with Popeye. I took this original Popeye image from 1930 and I just cleaned it up, and I got rid of all the extra stuff in the background to get this clean version. And then I took this into ChatGPT. And I went in and I told them, you know the famous phrase, F around and find out? So I told it to do that. I censored myself, but when I asked it, it made the cuss version. All right. And that's pretty much it. It was like, okay. So guys, I used AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. So I took that graphic and I kind of censored it myself. I can't have the full F word out here. And plus, I don't want YouTube to come at me. So let's get into Mickey Mouse. So I found the public domain movie Chain Gang, which you can find online. And I just went in and I took screenshots just like this. And I came up with this one. And I took that one over to ChatGPT. Now, guys, this is the power that Disney has. They are crazy. This is in the public domain. It found the image for me, right? The cartoon, everything. But when I asked it to do something with Mickey Mouse, this is what I got. I said, please proceed. And it was just like, we're so sorry, but the image we created may violate our guardrails concerning similarities, blah, 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 blah. ChatGPT was pretty much like, hell no. So I cleaned up the image myself. I took it into Kittle and I added the words jailhouse, because that's where he was, and rat instead of mouse to really make Disney mad.
So now let me show you what I made.
So guys, I broke out my white toner printer and I changed the cartridges to make it a sublimation printer. Watch this video for more on that. That's right, Uninet iColor 650. So I put in some plain white paper and I started printing out all of those graphics that I just made with AI. We got the Betty Boop, we got the Popeye, and we got the Jailhouse Rat. So we laid our orange Heather 50/50 shirt. We use our alignment ruler. They are available, AKA the super ruler. They are available. And we add it, and then we press the Popeye shirt, right? Let's lift it up, peel it, and in seconds, look at how awesome that looks. Sublimation at home, no hand feel, ready to be sold. Same process to do Batty Boop and the Jailhouse Rat featuring Mickey Mouse. So I did all these at home. They're sublimation. They have no hand feel. They last forever. They never wash out. You can use a regular sublimation printer too, but I use white toner sublimation, and guys, public domain.
And these graphics are available. If you're interested, just go right down to the description box beneath the video and take a look. And yeah, let's keep this thing rolling.
So that's it, guys. You now legally, all right, now you might want to consult a IP attorney or do some research before you go out and try to sell this stuff. There's tons of videos. I'm going to put some videos down in the description box, and go out and make it happen. And this is a great video on sublimation that I think you should watch. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Go out and make yourself some money. Do something good for somebody. If you don't have anyone to do something good for, do something good for yourself. Finna put some butter on my shoes and slide on out the door. Peace. God bless.
And if you're ready to take your business, t-shirt brand, clothing line, apparel business to the next level, feel free to book a call with me, clarity.fm/Gary Egenet. I can definitely point you in the right direction. Talk soon.
T-shirt help desk.